Anyone who feeds snakes knows. Snakes can swallow objects far larger than themselves, and the mouth keeps shrinking when soaked. With a baptism comparable to the spring breeze elf, and snakes wrap around their bodies when they hunt. I happen to have a little white snake. After the tooth is extracted, sleep with me every night. But in the shower, the little white snake suddenly climbed up my thigh. Droplets of water dripping from the body, licked by snake apricots. I suddenly heard a voice. The water on my husband's body is licked. I was stunned. I thought I was hallucinating. Husband's thighs are tangled in hell. My family is a typical feudal family. To escape from them, I rented an apartment in a big city and worked alone. A person is inevitably lonely. I kept a little white snake to accompany me, but he's a little too clingy. I don't want to bring it in the feeding box. Keep leaning on me. I went to take a shower after feeding him. The overhead light is a bit harsh. The water initializes. I squint comfortably. My thighs suddenly tied with something cold, and I looked down. Xiaobai crawled out at some point. Slender body from my calves in circles. Around the thigh, tongue crawling towards my waist. Snakes lick the water droplets off my body. Hey, the water on my husband's body licked my thighs. It was strangled with red marks, and I reach out and I tried to pull it off, but he avoided it. My husband's thighs wrapped around me and I took a deep breath. Fake. I must be too tired from work today. I want to get my clothes after taking a shower. He was so obsessed with not giving my husband his clothes. I try my best to be cute. I lost my patience. Hold his breath and get out if you don't want to die. He confronted me for a few seconds. Loosen your clothes slowly, crawling down my wrist into my neck, tail dangling in my chest. Hello, husband. Fierce, but I love it. I'm thinking fake. Just get some sleep. He still doesn't want to stay in the nest at night. Can't get around me. I might as well tie him in a knot and throw him on the bed. Never mind that he didn't sleep well tonight. Midnight dream. Always feel something. Something cold clings to me. I can't breathe. When I wake up in the morning, Xiaobai is still the same. Not moving. It's just that Kibai's pupils are staring at me tightly. I heard that voice again. At night, while my husband is not paying attention, I secretly hug him to sleep. He won't find out, will he? Fortunately, I'm a robber. Hey, my eyes go white. Silently clenched his fists. Put it in the feeding box. I went to work at the tattoo parlor after I washed up. The guests who came today were booked in advance. He lay down and said, "Nice tattoo." I turned the pattern yin to his calf. Neat replacement gloves start to sag. He chatted with me all the time. "You look so handsome. Why do you do tattoos?" I'm too lazy to pay attention to him. Keep moving. He's not talking. When all processes are over, he deliberately reached out and went numb on the back of my hand. "Would you like to have a drink?" I sneered. Didn't wait for me to make a move. Suddenly a white cloud burst into the door. Push him to the ground. Woman wearing a white dress. Slim. The slender leg stepped on the chest of the beauty on the ground. Grumpy tone, "You can touch it." "Get out of here. You let me go." The man still wants to struggle. The woman kicked him out. Coincidence. I heard that voice again. Where can that ugly thing dare to touch my fragrance? Husband. After killing him, I finally saw his face clearly. Fair cheeks. Lemons are delicious. A long black hair like a waterfall is scattered around the waist. I frowned. After a few seconds of silence, I heard laughed with an elusive light in his eyes. Suddenly pushed me into the corner. Crazily attracted him with a calm expression on his face. Body close to me. He was unexpectedly cold. 2 mountains cling to me. The little head father did not live up to his expectations for a while. Do you know who I am? You are Xiaobai. Husband actually recognized it. Really cried to death. He gave me a cold look. You saw it. I know you have a lot to ask. Barely allow you to ask a question. And I blinked. Scan it up and down again. Snake Bennying. Is that right? He was lonely for a moment. You can pour it later if you want. After getting home from get off work, he was sitting on the couch looking at me. I held my chin and looked at him. Didn't you say that after the founding of the People's Republic, you are not allowed to become a fine person? Of course, it's my husband's sweetheart. Snakes and snakes have indeed turned into people. Still can't change that cheap swishing virtue. How did I find out where I work? I marked you hard last night. Why become human? But you can change it if you paste it. The longer I post, the more I kiss you. The longer you can become human. If you applaud for love, I can become human anytime. His ears are red. Seems a little embarrassed. Then you should be a snake. No, if you really like me. It's not impossible to become human. I took the pillow and smashed it at him. Get out of here, I'll turn him back into a snake. Put him in a feeding box. 2. Only by Yo-Yo's eyes stared at me wronged. Husband is so ruthless and indifferent. I cried for 4 hours. Crashed 16 times. Hit the wall 134 times. Fined 397 times. Arm hallucinations twice. Deleted 79 slaps of himself. Eyes tingling once. I can't figure it out. Why doesn't my husband let me sleep with him? I snorted and went back to my room to sleep. The next morning, there was a knock at the door. I was awakened. Very heavy. I opened my eyes. A woman haunts me like an octopus. I rubbed my eyebrows. Suppress the anger in your heart. Kicked him down. Who let you out? He came up and took my chin. I just want to sleep with my husband. I want to be with my husband all the time. Never part for a long time. The world is old. I rubbed my eyebrows. Where did you learn such bad language? That's what every TV show does. Doesn't your husband like it? Village capital Jiadu. I don't believe you obviously love it. That's good. Please don't learn next time. There was another loud knock at the door. I quickly got dressed and went to open the door. I just opened the door. The man at the door beat me up. What's the matter with you? You've forgotten everything your parents taught you. So impolite. Let's wait outside for so long. I frowned. Mom and Dad, why are you here? Can't we love you? All these years, doing such a dirty job. I see which woman dares to marry. Woman swoops in front of me. It's better to worrying about the 2 old men. Your son is fine anywhere. Those who like him circle the earth 30,000 times. Mom looks in front of you. I almost swallowed it. He clutched his chest. Why are you so shameless? He trembled back. His father supported him from behind. Endurance read, "Do you want to piss us off? Are you that horny? I thought I had been hurt for so many years. I'm used to it, but I can't help but feel sad when I hear that. Is that who I am in their eyes?" He took a deep breath. I'm horny. I'm pestering him. I begged him to touch me day and night. I pointed out the scissors because he was all I had, and slammed the door shut. I stared at him blankly. It's a little cracked. He coughed. Excuse me. Emotional a bit. Excited after all, you are all my house. After saying that, the corner of his mouth ticked, cracked a 45-degree evil smile, exposing a perfect mandibular angle, as if it could push me down in the next second. What are you doing with that beautiful face of yours? And I sat him down. I thought about the wording. Do you have a name? I don't mean the done-in photo I took for you. Do you have any plans next? After all, you are Xiaobai. I can still keep it. I can't afford a woman like you. Go to my second brother's place to help, the owner of the store where you bought me. I'm a little surprised. The shopkeeper is also a snake. Then why did you buy it for me? He turned his head. The ears are a little red. I fell in love with you at the first sight. It was premeditated.